I think of equity, I think of very simply, are people getting what they need when they need it, how they need it, to the degree that they need it, for the length of time that they need it, where we set pretty big, ambitious goals for everyone. And we provide additional support, additional resources to help those that need it the most get there. And this idea that time is a variable that we can solve for.
The more we start to wrestle with these issues, the more we realize how much inequity we can resolve within our school, how much inequity is present, and that there's actually a lot we can do just within our program and how we evaluate kids, how we assess them, that can make us a more equitable place.
And that's where this huge ecosystem is all empowered to work together. Big picture learning, or our institute, Knowledge Works, Digital Promise. We're all trying to individualize pathways for children that recognize their individuality and humanity and send them out in the world with purpose and a capacity to have an impact. That's all employers want, by the way. And actually, if you sit down with most college admission officers, that's kind of all they want too.
We're also looking at not just what you're learning within the walls of the school, but we're looking at the experience of a student and saying what you do in the afternoon or evening or weekends is important, and that's you. And we want to talk about it and we want to get to know it. And I also want to connect that to the competencies that you're learning.
And that's what I love about, that project of designing these foundational credits. It's forcing us to really say, okay, let's be real. What does everybody need to get out of this? And how can we prove that they're getting it?
At its very basic level, mastery-based learning ensure that people, one, learn, and two, learn how to learn. How can students be contributors to this future economy? How can they be positive contributors to our democracy when we are not teaching and reinforcing the skills of learning and relearning and learning and learning again?
Our first year, and our staff is just saying, just tell us how to do this work. And I said, you're doing it. This is it. And it's messy and it's hard, but it's so rewarding. If you're trying and you're strategizing and you're always iterating and making changes and adapting to what the needs of our students are, then you're doing this work, and that's what's important and that's what's fun.
Mastery learning typically by definition encourages collaborative learning more than the traditional model. And what collaborative learning does for children is it helps them to appreciate difference. And so you start to see people's differences as potential advantages and strengths.